Nachma. We're continuing now. The Baal Shem Tov is explaining what true belief in Hashem is, and he says that Hashem Yitbach knows in himself. He knows himself and all of creation in the knowledge of himself. In the knowledge of himself, he knows the knowledge of everything. And he does all his projects, everything that he accomplishes, his pulot, his functions, with special intentions and utter knowledge that everything that's done is with complete intellect, has complete is completely profound to the utmost. And he includes all of perfection, all of everything, which is complete wisdom, and in brackets it says without bounds, the all-inclusive good, the ratzon pashut, the simple desire, simple will. That means a force of will that's just pure will, absolute will, the chafshi, and free. This will is free, and in brackets it explains what does it mean that it's free. That his will is not dependent on any other will or any other matter that would force his will to do something, to some other will, because then it would not be free, since it comes about through something that forces it, and it won't be pashut, it won't be simple, because it would have something else that's bringing it about. So then it's not a simple, a one force. End of brackets. Another brackets here, meaning to say that it's without bounds. That there's there's no mouth that could speak or a thought that could consider, contemplate. That Hashem Yisborach can't do something. End the bracket. This is the true perception that a true believer has to understand and to attain in the awesome glory of Hashem. And he gives life and existence and creates in his goodness every day, constantly, the work of creation, Maseh Bereshit. This faith, in general, is sufficient, is more than sufficient to fulfill the Torah and the mitzvos. Even according to its superficial understanding, to anyone that is based in Torah, and even though they are mistaken in their imagination and they think that this God dwells above, in the heights, above all the skies, and he goes up and down, and he allows people to do what their hearts desire with free will, without getting involved, without involving God's might and strength. That's what people think. Even the ones that have the proper faith, understanding the concept, all the things that we described, but still they have this delusion. Because they think that the existence of the creation, the things that exist in this world, has something dividing between them. There's a partition between them and the Creator. And Hashem Yisbarach is completely unclosed from such restrictions. He's bare and removed and separated from all the worlds with the utter exaltation and separation. He's completely above all these worlds. And from his place, he looks and he sees all the conduct that's happening. And similar thoughts that people, imagination that people have that doesn't make so much sense. But even still, at the end of the day, they have very strong faith in the providence, in that Hashem is watching and conducting the world. Since they believe that Hashem Yisbarach is watching and looking, and they know that it is in His power to punish and to reward, good reward. So therefore their faith keeps them away from sin, and it helps them do meritorious things, to profuse in doing good. Okay, that's the end of this paragraph where the Baal Shem Tov explains what true faith is on a lower level, which has a mistake into it because it limits the profundity, the reality of God. But even still, they believe correctly in that Hashem creates everything constantly and knows everything that's happening and rewards and punishes and runs the world. Above this level of faith are those that have attained the conception, the understanding that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed He, pervades, He's Masha Shechinasu, He rests, He imbues His Shechina, His presence, His divine presence below, in this world. That the letters of the Torah are supernal lights, and the temples and the synagogues and the study halls are full of the radiance of His glory, and that the dreams of the tzaddikim that they dream sometimes serve as a bas call, as a call from heaven, and they merit to have Ruach HaKodesh, divine inspiration, that rests on them, imbues them at certain times. The people that understand this level of faith, that there's divinity even in this world. Not that Hashem is just watching and managing, but it's really with us. So they get divine inspiration, because these believers will arise, they ascend to a level above the previous level that we discussed. And this is the level of most of the devoted and the ones that are seriously afraid and attentive to the word of Hashem. Charedim l'dvar Hashem. Okay, that's the end of this part, and we'll continue Bezrat Hashem. Nach, Nachma, MeUman.